kids have to see you live the legacy.
That's
Don't
right.
just
Oh yeah,
live
you
it.
better.
You gotta live the legacy.
I ended up selling drugs. And I was paying the bills. You know, I was taking care of my brother.
I'm excited. I know parents are excited. You're sending me.
Are you sure that you heard me when I was talking to you, Lord? Because in order for me to be able to submit.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good
Hi.
morning. Good morning. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am so excited. Look at me. I am so excited. Good morning. Hello. Good morning to everyone. Oh my God. They are already coming in. God bless y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for showing up with us on What's in the Bag. Welcome to another segment of Early Morning Coffee with Marvina and her BFF. Bye. Well, let me let y'all know. I know it's been like a whole month in we know that serious things has been going on this month, whereas some changes has been made not only with what's in a bag but in our lives, but let's talk about that in a minute. But before I start, I want to let y'all know I am drinking again some coffee. This time I decided to get that little grated kind where you put inside the little pods. And I haven't figured it out yet, because you know what? This coffee is strong. When I say it's strong,
It's strong.
it's strong. But I ain't here. Hey. I'm not here for the coffee. You know, my thing is the creamer. I like the creamer. So what I did was I got me some the Irish cream, and pour it on top of that thing. Yes, ma'am, and some sugar. And now I got me a delicious cup of
Sugar.
coffee. Yeah. You know I love me some coffee now. Well, before I go on, let me present to some and introduce to others my BFF. Bye. Good morning, girl.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And I am so glad to be back. It has been it's been a strange couple of weeks not getting up every Saturday morning and seeing you guys join us and jump in this conversation. So I'm very, very glad to be back. Now, before we really get into everything, you said something about some Irish cream. Where you find some Irish cream at? That was my favorite.
Oh,
Is it the cream that you found?
I actually got it right here. You talking about this one? Hey,
Yeah.
the
What?
color green.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check the sugar content, guys. I
Yes,
may have to
ma'am.
cheat on the sugar because Irish cream was my favorite. So this morning I am drinking out of my what's in the bag mug with my old avatar on him. It's time for me to change
Yeah,
it
it's
up.
not changed to
Um,
me too.
I'm drinking some Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Can you believe it? I'm drinking Dunkin' Donuts. I could not find the original 8 o'clock. And Dunkin' Donuts is good. It's still not the 8
Yeah.
o'clock brand. And I
Good
am cheating. I'm
morning,
drinking some
Wanda. Good
hazelnut
morning.
that's got some sugar to it. So that's what I'm doing. And look, and I don't have anything growing out the back of my head, guys. This morning I broke my headset. So this is swinging in the back when you guys see swinging around. So I just want to
She
let you
says,
guys
swing
know.
it in the bag.
Hey, it's live. This what
It's
happened.
live. It's live. That's what's in your bag. A broken headset. Well, I
That's
don't know
right.
if y'all can see right down the bottom. Let me see right here. we have a support group. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. Well,
Yes.
I know, everyone, we're looking right now to continue to grow. And I know one thing I do. I love coffee. One thing I drink is I drink coffee. Well, Evie Mux has a way for you to support the group by going online and going to buy me a cup of coffee at What's in the Bag 21. And you can just go ahead on and buy us a cup of coffee. I know all y'all want out there know y'all want to donate and help us out.
Hmm.
It's just another support way. I know
Yeah.
everybody needs some support. And I love my coffee. So why not buy me a cup of coffee?
That's right.
Why not? I think that is so nice. I thought that was a great way for help to ask for, support. Because a lot of times people just like want to send money and they don't even really understand. But to support a person to get them a cup of coffee, come on now. You tell me. Don't
It'll
play with
make
me.
us every time we get on here on Saturday mornings, it'll make us smile. Look
Exactly.
at
Go through and announce your name up top. So if you go in and do a buy a coffee during our live, it will actually show that you have bought us a cup of coffee. So, we're looking for those little sayings. It'll show you. It's going to say your name up there. Say, oh, Miss such and such bought you a cup of coffee. Bought you
that. Hmm.
a coffee. And that's a beautiful
Yes.
thing. And I appreciate y'all for all the support. Well, let me say this. I had I'm gonna say it's hard for me this month. I'm just gonna be honest. Sometimes around May and June, I start getting this. I just start feeling like this funny. I don't want to say depressed mood, but I start getting a, a feelness of sadness. Um, well, now I don't know how many people or how many one of those out there that I Miss Grayson, which was my mother, who would come on every season, every time, every Saturday she was on here. And the only way that you might not see my mom on here was when she was in hospital. But majority of the time, my mom, and she would write books over there. I know most of y'all didn't see her, y'all know her, but her name was Carolyn Grayson. You could probably go back in a lot of the on our past segments and see her name. Um,
Yeah.
she left us on May the 2nd. Um, we just love her so much, and my family has not been the same since. I haven't been the same since. A lot of you know my mom was I was her caregiver, and not only was she my mom, she was my client, and I was able to take care of her for these last almost 7 years, and
Yeah.
she was part of my life, a part of my whole life. And it's like nothing I can do doesn't remind me of her.
Yeah.
Simple things, all the things that we normally do every day, even driving in the car with her sitting on the side next to me, or we had a family function and we ate crabs, and right before her passing, I drove over an hour to go get her some crabs.
Yeah.
It's such a bittersweet thing for me because I know she's not in pain,
Yeah.
but do I miss her? I know my siblings do. I know a lot of her children, a lot of her friends, a lot of her family members miss her. So we want to. I thought maybe I could just have a little second contribute, just give her a few minutes of little silence on just
Yeah.
to honor her, show her some love, and also, I'm gonna say this: look forward to some other. We'll talk about that later. But right now,
Our
just a
biggest
moment
fan.
of silence, yeah, for my mom. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much, everybody, for that. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. We will be talking more. We're actually gonna be doing a segment. We're gonna do a series on grieving. Um,
Yes.
we're
It's
gonna
a
do a
four
4 weeks,
parts.
four
Yeah.
parts. We're in the last parts. We're gonna asking for panels, people on the panels. Um, who would like to come in and talk. You don't have to come in and be a speaker. You can be a guest. Just come in, pop in, talk about, and really, and just wait. It's gonna be some tear jerkers, and I know
Yeah.
that, because this is fresh for me. And I know I was told several times that, it'll be okay. It's gonna be. I don't know about it ever being okay, because
Yeah.
my life is surrounded about my mom. Is a lot of things that we took for a lot of things I took for granted. Now I use it as memories because that's all I have. But
Yeah.
anyway, I really am so honored and glad and privileged for this next two guests to come in and empty their bags. I'm excited because the topic in itself, I believe a lot of us need to learn. What the topic is learning to let go.
Yes. Yes.
So I am honored and privileged that these two young ladies decided to do this as a double, as a dual. These
Hmm.
two are, and I'll let you talk to them and let them tell you what their bags about their bags. But this is one of the young ladies. She was here before, and of course, she impressed my mom. She impressed me. She impressed everyone that got him on here because this young lady, she speaks. She's a good and I loved her content. And to honor to have her come back to show up and show out. I'm just gonna just bring her on and her I don't want to say it and her counterpart. Hey y'all, good morning. Good
Hey.
morning.
Good
Good
morning, ladies. Good
morning.
morning.
Good
Yes,
morning.
ma'am. Look at
Y'all.
that. Fresh
Good
faces
morning.
early in the morning. Everyone give us a good morning. Give some love over there in the comment section. Show some
Early.
love. Show some love. Send some hearts. Hello, Chanel. Hello, Princess. Hello, Dada and Juanita and T and all of you. Well, let's go ahead on and we're going to present to y'all first before you get on with that. Can I ask you, Miss Ebony? Don't you have a cup? And also, what is in your bag, girl? I mean, in your cup, girl. Can you hear me? Oh, there it is.
Coffee, girl. Coffee.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Yes. It is coffee in my cup because I need a little help this morning. You know what I'm saying? A little help.
No help.
She need a little help.
She need a little help. She can tell you her story, but yes, she do. I understand. Me too. And young lady down there, Miss T, can you? I know you got a cup down there. What's in that cup, girl?
This is my cup, and inside, y'all, it's coffee with a whole bunch of cream, a whole bunch of sugar, a whole bunch of people telling me I don't need all that is in this cup.
Yes, ma'am. Show that cup. Just show them that cup.
It says "Baby Daddy Be Gone" spray. This is what I'm drinking on this good old Saturday. Eliminates deadbeats.
You better come on now.
That part.
Baby daddy be gone.
Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so I'm just gonna ask the question, young ladies. What's in y'all bag, girls? What's in the bag? Y'all got it. So someone gonna talk first? Which one gonna talk about what's in their
You can
bag?
go ahead, Tiana.
Ebony, I'm gonna let you go first. We gonna have a staring contest.
Okay. Well, what's in my bag today? What's in my bag today? Well, as we said, with letting go, learning that I think that's a constant. That's a constant everyday thing because I think you're constantly thinking of things that you need to let go, work on, So for me, um, trusting God, learning how to trust God in the process of letting go. For
Mm,
me, that's what's in my bag. So we got a little bit of trust,
mm,
a little bit of letting go, a little bit of staying focused, um, and and trusting that everything just gonna be all right with all of that. So that's what's in my bag.
ooh, all right, now that's a full bag.
Mhm. So what's in my bag is,
Girl.
I have to say, forgiveness that works both ways. With myself and extending the same grace to myself that I extend to other people. What else is in my bag? In my bag is accountability. I got a little
Mm,
some accountability and self awareness that I'm working on and learning to accept things as they are and not for what I want them to be, but for exactly where they are and where they should be. So
mm,
that's in my bag.
So letting go of
Hmm.
your old self and become the new you. So what's encouraging you to the let go? What are you letting? What is encouraging the let go? Ebony, I just I don't want to call out names. What's encouraging you to get there? What is your reasons for wanting to let go? Because you know that's a broad statement. That's when I asked the
mhm.
topic. I'm
It
because I know
is.
what I need to let go.
It is.
So come on, tell me what is.
Um, so for me, what's encouraging me is oh man. Okay, so what's encouraging me is everything I've gone through in like the past 2 years, right? Just um learning how to navigate life after all of that, right? So after surgeries, after cancer, after chemo, and then you kind of reevaluate life as to like what do I want to do with myself? What do I want the rest of my life to look like? What do I want it to be? How do I want to become the change that I need in my life? And I needed to start with that change by recognizing that I held on to a lot of things, a lot of hurt, a lot of anger, a lot of things that may separate me from God because what sin separates from God, right? So um holding on anything that causes any division between me and God and that's getting in the way of me getting to that next level, that next step, whatever God has for me, I don't want to miss it. And whatever time I have left on this earth, I don't want to miss it. So I letting go has been like at the top of my mind. It's been a priority, and everything that has come in between me and my relationship with God, I'm cutting it off at the root.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay, okay.
The end.
The end.
The end.
She said the end.
The end. Well, Miss T, we'll take and put that same question to you as well. What has been the driving force for you for letting go?
Um, I think for the most part, where most people they reach a point in their lives where things are too heavy. And I wanted to begin to let go of those things for me that were too heavy for me to carry. And I had to start with the things that I was enjoying carrying it, right? Not saying that, oh, well, this is fun for me to carry. So that means the things that I was indulging in or the people I were attaching myself to that I had no business with attaching though sometimes I was in church one day and he said, it's not God, it's not the devil, it's you. You enjoy it, you like it, you're inviting it. So I had to learn how to let go of those things that I was inviting into my life. And it wasn't because it just was so horrible, it's because you liked it. I participated. So I had to stop participating. I didn't want to carry that anymore. And I wanted to let go of those things that were weighing me down. And another reason why is because I wanted to be more in control of how I felt and how I responded. I noticed certain things were triggering to me, and I never wanted, or I didn't want people, where I reached a point where I didn't want to speak to you and you have to feel like you can't say certain things to me because I haven't dealt with this, or you have to tiptoe around what you're doing or saying around me because I haven't dealt. That's not your cross to bear, that's mine.
Right.
So I had to learn how to walk forward and letting some things go and dealing with those things and not projecting that onto other people. So that was what encouraged me, that it's time for you to let some things go because it affects your relationships with people, your kids, your relationship with God, how you look at things, how you handle things. And a lot of times I'm sick of operating out of hurt. I
Right.
don't want to operate out of hurt, whether it was self-inflicted or by other people. I don't want to be that person or operate in that realm anymore. So that is what encouraged me to let go, because I want more control of emotionally and physically and spiritually. I just wanted more control over how I interact, and then also just in general. That's
Yeah.
what made me let go.
Yeah.
Wow.
So now it's your turn, Ebony, because I got a question. So one thing y'all both kind of touched on, but T more, where she go? Get back in here. Get
There
back
she
in here.
goes. She's coming back.
Get back in here. Y'all touched on, things that y'all wanted to let go, but y'all talking about learning to let go. But what if that's that thing that you need to learn to let go? You so attached to it that it's hard to let it go. You need to. You need to learn to.
Well, let me just say this. When you say that, are you referring to anything specifically? Like
Just, because I know
you're
there's a
not
lot of
like you're
this.
not talking about like
No, I know it's sensitive, but I no. I'm just saying, just in general. Say, for instance, I love
you're not
sugar.
talking. Are you talking about your situation?
No, I'm talking about, like, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. I like sugar.
Oh,
Okay,
you said
I love sugar.
you said sugar.
Yeah, I know it's bad. I shouldn't take it, but how do I learn to let go something that I love so much? You get what I'm saying? Or I enjoy being there with, but I know it's
Girl, let me tell you, I love sugar too. And yeah, I drink a lot of water. And when I want sugar, I grab fruit, right? Because I like cookies, cakes, pies, danishes. I'm not a candy person. I like stuff to be baked.
mm,
I like, the beautiful sugary sensations of a pastry. Okay.
mm-hmm.
So that's me. But I've had to train myself into grabbing cantaloupe, pineapple, strawberries, and
Substitute.
fulfill that way instead of buying some Pillsbury cookies to cook. So I don't
So
do
you,
that no more.
so mainly you're
I
saying
mean, not all the time.
find something to replace it.
That's better either for you, but if it's something like in my case, um, I was with a guy for 4 years, 4.5 years, and I love that guilty pleasure, and I I wanted what I wanted for me so much. I wanted what I wanted from God so much, and it meant so much to me that I walked away from Him.
mm,
And that's because at that point, I was choosing me. So letting go meant that if it's not benefiting me, if it's not helping me, if it's not getting me to the next level, then I'll even walk away from that with tears in my eyes, still love him.
Mm-hmm.
I still walked away because what I wanted was so far above what he could give me or what he was willing to give
Mm-hmm.
me. So I had to come to a choice and a decision within myself and say, who do I choose? Do I choose me or do I choose him and what he wants from me? And I gave you 4 years of me. I gave you 4.5 years of me to choose me and to make me feel like a priority in your life and all of that. So at that point, I had to say, you gonna choose you yet? You gonna choose God yet? And it's so funny because I literally, and I think I was telling you this, Tiana, when I was like, I finally came to a place where I was like, all right, God, I think I'm gonna try it your way. Like all of these years that we've been saved, serving God, doing all of this, doing all of that, singing, speaking, but you're not fully surrendered, right? You're not fully saying yes. Right? Like I give you, let me hold that 10. You know what I mean? Like that. It's like I trust you with everything. Like
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I said, I
Mm-hmm.
think I got, and I think that was honestly um the help in letting go is that I finally said, I give you everything. I want none of this. I want none of it. I mean, anything I can think of being an issue or wanting or that's taxing me or a family member or a friend or a job or a car or anything it could possibly be. I put that on the altar. I put that on the altar. I don't want none of it. Now I want to see what trusting God a hundred
Wow.
percent look like.
Mm-hmm.
And he like, now you get it.
Yeah.
Now you get it.
Yeah.
Now let's go to work.
Yeah.
That's when God was like, you ready? You know,
Yeah.
that's where
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead,
Mm-hmm.
Yvonne. Your turn. I was so in
So
tune, Queen.
so for I can relate to something that to something that both of you guys said about letting go, because at the end of the day, and T, you said this so eloquently. At the end of the day, there's only one thing that you control in this world, and that is yourself. So when you spoke about your emotions and wanting to be at a place in your life to where you're free, basically. You're free.
Mm-hmm.
You're not tied to everything else that's going on, and you're not projecting your issues, your problems, your concerns, your worries and fears onto other people, because it can be damaging. Um, how trying was it for you to, because I know you can't walk in and just say, okay, this is everything that's bothering me. Let me put it in the bag and just dump it all out. You have to, it's a process, it's a step by step process. Where do you go from there and say, okay, this is where I start, if that makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
What became your starting point?
So I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet. But I tell people all the time, one of the biggest things that a lot of us deal with, and when I say us, I don't like to generalize, but I'm going to say because I am a woman and I speak woman,
Right.
uh, we sometimes have an issue with accountability because we're emotional. And
Mm,
sometimes we put our emotions in the forefront before thinking about things logically. So for me, I always like to write down, like if I'm getting ready to complain about a situation, I like to write down and read it back to myself and look at it from the outside looking in. If I
Wow.
was telling this same story to somebody else, right, and I'm about a friend, what would I tell this person about what's going on? And they would be like, you crazy? She stupid. I don't know why she entertaining that. He ain't go. You already have the answer, right?
Yes.
So that was for me is where my accountability came in because sometimes I just knew better. I still did it. Logically, it doesn't make sense. If someone is doing X to you, why continue to do Y? And when I started to play my scenarios back to myself, start having conversations with myself like, yeah, girl, that doesn't make sense. Or literally telling myself, like I tell people, for me personally, love is my kryptonite. I'm a lover girl. Doesn't matter if it's friendship, family, relationships. I have an issue with boundaries, or have had an issue with boundaries. And so I would let people just do it and do it and do it. And forgiveness was always an open and revolving door. So you would do something and you just knew that you could come back. An apology was good
Wow.
enough. Do it again, the apology is good enough. And
Wow.
I wanted to get to a point where I need to put a stopper in that door to say, here is a boundary. You cannot talk to me like that. You can't walk in and out like that. You can't treat me the way you want to treat me. I deserve this from you because I'm giving you this. It's not too much for me to ask. I'm just asking the wrong people. I wanted and started accepting things from people that was reciprocated and it was automatic for me. So I didn't have to ask you why you were doing this because I was given this. It was automatic for us to do it for each other. I started changing the way that I allowed myself to be handled and how much I gave of myself to other people, because sometimes people get used to overplaying your part in their lives. And so now when you begin to drop that down, when you say, I'm going to meet you at the level where you're at, that really allows for you to see people for what space you hold in their life, not where you place them at, but the space that you hold, because now there's space from what you were doing to what you're currently doing. And some people don't like that.
Right.
So for
Right.
me, once I started to notice those things and putting that as a forefront, like, okay, look at it from the outside. Girl, does that make sense? Do you hear yourself? Look at where your boundaries are. Begin to look at those things. Are you just allowing people to do things? Are they reciprocating? Is your energy being matched? And I don't mean in a negative connotation, because I don't want that either. I don't want to match you negatively anymore. You just go.
Right.
Right. And then after that, am I able to forgive you and forgive me? Can I forgive you for what I allowed? Okay. Because I can't say you did this. I allowed it.
Exactly. Oof.
I allowed it. So can
Yes.
I forgive you for what I allowed you to do? And can I forgive myself for actually allowing it?
That's
And then
right.
after that, is there still space for you here?
Oof.
Sometimes after forgiveness and all of that, there was no space for you.
Right.
So since there is no space for you, I've forgiven you. I've worked it out in my head. I
That
have a
part.
boundary. You can go. No hard feelings. And
Right.
if there
Okay.
is space for you, now I know how to deal with you going forward. So that's how I've learned step by step is how to let things go.
Anybody out there got any questions out here for Ebony? Come on now, or T, because this is
Yeah.
Q&A right now. I'm I'm seriously um feeling what you're saying, T, because first of all, boundaries is one thing, but you have to still teach people how to treat you. And when you allow things to, happen and you've not feeling it and you saying it, you letting it happen, and then all of a sudden you start clicking in your head like this thing ain't going to never stop. This person is showing who they are. And I had this conversation with someone already. They showing you who you are, but you can't really detect that this is how this person is in the way they treat you. And then maybe one day something might click to you, or some of these things start to revelate in your mind, and you like, wait a minute. And then you have to teach them after that how to treat you all over again. And they ain't gonna like you. So I understand learning to let go as far as relationships concerned, because I'm one of them people that either you cool with me, I'm still gonna be cool with you. If you're not cool with me, I'm gonna be cool with you. I'm gonna respect you. Now, as far as us chilling and cuckoo and hollering and all that, I'm just not that type of person. But I'm going to
Mhm.
still respect you because I require respect. And respect is a big, ask my BFF, she'll tell you I ain't into that disrespect stuff. I have a
Right.
problem with it. I'll let it
Yeah.
go. But yeah, and my Ebony done left off of here. Okay, so this was something Tiara said, let me see, let's see. This is something I have to recently had To learn.
to learn.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
so this is revelating in you too, right? Because be honest with you, I'm still learning to let go. A lot of
yeah,
people think just letting go is not being bothered with it, but it's still like a human mind thing because even
yeah.
though I might not be bothered with it, I'm still processing it in my head. I can go over it 20 million times and think about it. All they people or things might have just moved on and went on their life. I'm still processing it because I have to learn to let it go. I
Mhm.
don't.
Yeah,
That is a struggle for me internally. Externally, no, I'll let you go. Internally, I have to literally keep focusing on this is not good for me. This is not where I'm at. This is not what I want to do. This is not, I have to keep telling myself this. Good
Mhm.
morning. Good morning. Let me see. Um, let's see what okay to T. What is it? Let me circle over this because I can't see
yeah.
nothing.
Hover over that
Or
because I
hover
can't.
over it. You can't see it either, right? Wait, let me hover it. Let me see if I
Uh-uh.
can. Okay, okay. So T, hubby
Mhm.
tells me before I act out on emotions, I need to think first. Like some as
Mm,
my emotion hits, I just go off. How do I practice it?
Mhm. So the first step, you got it right. It's self-awareness. Someone and having someone close to you, letting you know that this is how you respond. I was married before, and my ex-husband used to say, like, you do this. And I was so on the defense, right? Like, I don't do that. I do not do that. When we wasn't together anymore, I was like, ooh, I really do that. Like, he was right.
wow.
He wasn't trying to attack me. He was really telling me this is who you are, this is how you respond, and this is what you do. It was honest. So when you're looking, I always say your emotions, you have to find the balance between emotionally responding and literally responding with logic. Because sometimes I'm telling you, us girl, we be ready to go off. Because I'm the same way. I see black and I be ready to swing. I'm ready to swing. But I have to say to myself, am I even handling this the right way? Am I overreacting? Is I'm
Yeah.
reading the room, everybody chill but me. So sometimes
Wow.
it's just looking back at yourself and just saying, is this honestly the appropriate way for me to respond? And is this something I'm going to regret later because of my response? I either walk away. I'm very big on walking away. I will tell somebody in a minute, I need to give me a break. I need to, because if you hounding me in my ear yapping, oh, I'm ready to go. We gonna go toe to toe. But if you give me a moment to process that, and it's okay to ask for that, can I please have a moment to process this? I need to walk away because I say it. I need to walk away before my response. Don't really wait for the reaction. Okay, I don't want to do that.
Gotcha.
So can you give me a moment to walk away so I can think, put myself in your shoes, then that's it. Or maybe you need a way for you or to find a different outlet because when we're mad, some things come out. And
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes what come out, no matter how they come out, you can't put them back in. And now you've created something for somebody else to carry on their back because of what you said or what you done. So I didn't want to be accountable for that or held responsible for how I hurt you in that moment. Those things last like they so quick. But I don't want to hurt you forever, or I don't want to hurt you weeks from now when you have to carry that. So for me, Ambi, that's what I would say. Do is either find a way really find a way to regroup emotionally, if you are not able to walk away, but also think when I go there.
Yeah. Oh,
She froze up. Yeah.
Ambi, and I want to
We're
piggyback
going. Sometimes
off of her. She's
come back
your
to that.
Yeah.
Can you hear
Wow.
me?
I go.
Let me
Yeah.
piggyback off of that, Ambi.
Ooh.
First of
Yeah.
all, you got to look at who you marry. You got to see the person for who. If there's a situation where you're arguing, fussing, and fighting, and somebody tell you something, of course you're not going to receive it in the right manner. Constructive
Yeah.
criticism is an issue for a lot of people, even because not only do you is it it's
A bitter pill
offensive,
to swallow.
but they're looking at you from the outside, and you're the inside person trying not to be
Yeah.
this person that they're saying is. First of all, it's your husband, and I feel that, you're married to him, and I'm praying that your relationship is good enough that if he's coming to you about a situation that you have to start looking at the person, the husband that he is, um, and stop looking at listening to the word. Sometimes the timing might not be the right time. Maybe you like T said, you might have to process it. It's not even an issue where you got to say that this is a person that you are. If that's something that you're not, that you feel that you are not, learn to let go. Because
Mhm.
an outsider, of course they have opinions about who you are, but if you don't have a problem with who you are and what they're saying that you are, you'll learn to live with it, and he will too. But if there's a problem with what you're having within yourself and he say these things to you, maybe there's something that you have to learn to let go of. I'm just giving that's my opinion about it.
And
So
I
you
have to
got
say
any?
something. I have to say something about what T said, and this, and so in this moment, let me say, T, thank you for what you just said, and V, let me say thank you for what you said to me the other day, because one of the questions I was going to ask, because I experienced this, was when something happens, when somebody does something to you that just shocks you to your core because you weren't expecting and didn't think they would go that far, and you respond in anger and haste. How do you go back and regroup? And you said, and what you said made a lot of sense to me. And Marvina, had to thank you because you brought that to my attention. And I just have to say that, share this with everybody. Our pastor once said that you need to learn to be quick to think and slow to speak. And it never really it resonated with me, but it really hit home
Right.
the other day. And what T just said really made a lot of sense, is that you got to step back sometimes, walk off for a moment before you respond. Because I responded in such a way that my BFF had to jump in and say, girl, they don't know nothing about what's going. You handle yourself. Get that straight. So I respect what you said, T. Thank you so much for that. And V, once again, thank you for what you said to
Amen.
me in that moment.
Okay,
And
let's
that's that
see what's.
accountability.
Yes, that accountability. Okay, so Cindy, she said, when you have someone to speak in your life that genuinely cares about you, learn to set what they saw in constructive criticism to better yourself. I get that, and that's and
Mhm.
this lady right here, she speaks into
Right.
my in my spirit,
That's
and I feel that yes, constructive criticism sometimes hurt,
Yeah.
because you don't want to see yourself as anything that other than this loving
Mhm.
person or whatever the case may be. But we all got flaws, baby. We all got flaws, baby. You ain't perfect.
Yeah.
So just realize that even at that point,
yeah.
somebody might be saying something to hurt your feelings or whatever the case may be. You
Yeah.
know, it's we all have flaws. Let's see what Amber
And I
says.
like this one right here.
Which
Hold on one
one?
second.
I'm sorry.
Tiara, she said, I definitely need a second to readjust because when there's power in the tone, you
Okay,
better
we
come on
both
and
hit
say,
it at
Oh
the
yeah.
same time.
yeah,
Oh,
we,
okay. I'm sorry. I missed it. I'm
Oh
sorry. You hit it. I hit
yeah.
it. Where is it? Okay, there it is.
right
I'm
here.
sorry. Let me go
Yeah.
back up and get this one. Okay, there you go. I definitely need a second.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm sorry. I didn't see you, girl. We all do.
Look,
I promise you.
I
Yes.
will light you up. I
Yes.
will light you up.
Yes.
So I need to walk away because but see, when I noticed that was a problem for me because I get so defensive, I hit below the belt. I need you to feel
Ooh, okay.
what I'm feeling
Mm.
in that moment. And so whatever I need to do to get you off of me,
Right.
you go low. I,
I going.
yeah.
You all the
So
way below the belt.
All the way
you're
below the
all right.
belt.
So I had to learn it about myself, my tongue, because then I'm
Yes.
like, "Oh, you did not have to say that. Like that. That wasn't even matched. That didn't even. The argument was right here,
My,
and
let me
you.
let me tell you
Whoa.
something about me. No, for real, T. I'm one of them people. I try to mind my business. I try not to get in everybody else's stuff. I don't want to apologize. I'm one of them. I walk on eggshells when I'm doing things a lot. Even Ivana tell you, I will pull back in a minute and think about it. I have to think before I respond because, like you said, my tongue can be so sharp, and I won't might not at that moment mean it, but you done hurt
Mm-hmm.
me, and I'm trying to figure out a way to hurt you back.
Hurt you back?
So my whole thing is, how dare you degrade
Yeah.
me and talk to me in this kind of way? Let me tell you about you. Let's get on. And then we start bringing up stuff from the past. And now we on this whole nother level. We talking all this crazy stuff because, and it ain't got nothing to do with what we arguing about or what the
Yep.
situation was. Because we
Yep.
so busy. We busy. So I'm good. I will step back, quiet down. Don't say nothing. Won't say nothing. I'm good with you. I'm
Mhm.
understanding that I have to leave you where you at, and I got to be where I'm at, because that's the only way we gonna get along. And
Yeah.
also, what makes it easy for me is I don't want nobody like me. So I do like that you are opposite of me, and we are totally different in some ways, because it teaches me where my weaknesses is and your strengths is, and your weaknesses and my strengths. So it's easy to jab at people when they come at you. It's so easy to do that because it's, of course, we're at a match now. We're fighting for who's on
Mhm.
top, who's the best person
Yeah.
on this match. And then at the end of the day, by the time 3 weeks done went past, because we so mad at each other,
Right.
we finally come together and can't even remember what we were arguing
What
about
the
because it
argument?
was something stupid. All
Yep.
right.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm just giving that as an example because I know that happened to me.
Right.
It's constructive criticism. It's constructive criticism from him. LOL. I guess I'm just
Yeah. Sometimes
def-
you have to
defensive.
learning how to communicate.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Because
we
I'm
can.
going in and out.
Yes, we can
Just
hear
Yes,
you. Hmm.
it's bad.
it's not bad.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Learning how to communicate is it's actually a learned thing. That's not something you just
Yeah.
know how to do. You have to practice that.
Yep.
You have
Mhm.
to study that like you do with school, with learning math, with learning how to spell words. You that's a learned
Mhm.
technique
Mhm.
Mm.
that you have to really work on, especially
Mhm.
when you're in a relationship, because relationship magnifies things.
Mhm.
If you
Mm.
think you don't like that person for y'all got, then imagine how much you not gonna like I do. It because marriage only magnifies the issues.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? If you
Mhm.
didn't like the way he chewed when y'all was dating,
They don't
then
show
you
they don't show nothing until they
definitely
get
gonna
mad.
hate
Yeah. People.
every day in your
Folks don't show nothing until they
world.
married. Once they
Yeah.
married,
And so
they
I'm
don't
just
show.
like, you know,
Are you
and then
still
and
there?
then everything come out. They don't want to get dressed no more. They
Yes,
don't want to take
yes,
showers no
yes.
more.
Everything
They
comes out.
girl, you be
Everything. They
looking
think they
like
Everything
trust.
comes out.
It's like masks. They take off masks. They put masks on. It's for the for the situation at that time. Now that mask had already worked, and I got you where I need you. I don't need that mask no more. So I'm gonna throw that away. I'm gonna be who I really am. I'm gonna show you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Think about it. I
right,
like what that I said. She said
right.
constructive criticism is good if you practice what you
Yeah,
preach. I am a visual
Yes.
person. Yes, you are, ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Yes, you
Yes.
are.
I love that.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a very good one. And Ebony, something you said is really really good too. Is that learned behavior? So you have to
Yes, ma'am.
unlearn all the old
Mhm.
behaviors to start bringing in the new behaviors, and it's something that you have to do on a regular daily basis. So
Yes,
love
ma'am.
that.
And you gotta want to too. You can't take it as
Yeah.
somebody just trying to tell you something because they being mean. But if
Mhm.
that's something that you're
yeah,
struggling with, and an ample amount of people are telling you that. So they say if it looks like a duck, it acts like a duck, it quack like a duck, it's a
Yeah.
duck. Duck, 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 quack.
Yeah. Yeah. And
All right,
something that
go
you
ahead.
said once, Marvina,
right.
was the common denominator.
Yeah,
If
that's the
someone's
com.
telling
Yeah.
you something or
Yes,
more than
ma'am.
what's the common denominator in this, and
Yes,
I
ma'am.
had to learn that. That's a bitter pill to swallow right
Yes,
there. So
ma'am.
it takes time. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let me see if I can get some more of these. This live. This live has helped me understand. Okay, this live. I'm sorry, I can't read. This live has helped me understand more of where my husband is coming from. I had my head on his a man. He's a man. He doesn't fully understand women emotional. LL. I'm always defensive. It has a lot to do with all of that too, baby. But that's your husband. Sometimes we got to look at who we marry. The love that person had for you. You got to put things in perspective and understand that everybody's not out there to get you, especially if you're defensive. That's common anyway. If you being talked or told you something that you don't believe, you're going to be defensive. I agree,
Mm-hmm.
especially when that. Let me see. I can't see. Hold on.
Let me see where you at. Let me see. Let me see if I
I
can
agree,
scroll.
especially when that competitive spirit comes out when it should be a team effort. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am. I
That's
like
true.
you. You getting it. Catfish, huh? Who's catfish?
She
You
said you had me at chew. I can't.
you had me at you. I
They
can't.
like the way you chew.
Say they you don't like the way they chew. Don't like how they squeeze the
They
toothpaste.
chew the
Don't
girl.
like nothing about them. You know
Nothing.
right then and there you're gonna have to, especially if it's
Yeah.
your husband. We gonna have to regroup. We gotta find out what's missing. Maybe you need to go to the beginning and start working your way back. I don't know. I'm not married anymore, so I'm trying to get where you at, and hopefully once I get there, I kind of get a little more experience by watching and listening to others and what they go through. Because I've been married twice now. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like this, once I get out of myself and start understanding that, the relationships that I'm in, whether brother, sister, mother, father, whomever, husband, whatever, we got to look at the people that we're definitely having relationships with. And if they're not them type of people that they're not out here to hurt you or whatever, just look at it, look at what they're saying. Maybe there's something we have to work on, like you said, learn to let that go. So I know it's almost time for us to go. Already almost time to go, y'all. Let me get one more. Let me see what
Yeah.
that I said.
I
One
was
more.
just getting ready to say that.
Yep. It isn't always the man. Women are sometimes, wait a minute, let me get it. Sometimes something else as well. Our family women are strong minded. That's right. She telling you the
Yes,
truth.
yes. And
Big
let me say
time.
this real quick, Marvina. You said something that's important. It's not just a husband and wife relationship. It applies to all relationships. It
Mm-hmm.
applies to your work relationships, your friendships, your churchship, all types of relationships. You could take information from this, like, because it's a very good one today. That you can
Hmm.
apply to every parts of your life and the relationships that you have in your life.
And Ben, I think you're not hard to please. You just gotta get a better understanding on who and what you want and who you are, and things
Yeah.
like that. Just it's not about being right or wrong, or it's just understanding that a relationship is a give and take thing. Even when it comes down to communication, we got to learn to communicate with one another with better
Mm-hmm.
love and understanding and compassion for each other. um, if
And
that's
check
not,
yourself.
yeah, check yourself. And if
Yeah,
it's
check.
something that you're not practicing, you know like T said, sometimes you just gotta walk off. She writes her, she good because she says she write her stuff scenarios out. I play it in my head, but I don't write them out. I play them in
I
my
play it
head.
in my
I
head.
do. I
Cause
really
you're gonna
do
be
that.
right in your head every time. Your head,
Right.
you're gonna be having three different battles
That's
in your
true.
head.
That's true. That is so true.
Adding on extra details, taking parts out, justifying it. All our
Right.
personalities be in our head talking. Everybody be at the mutual consensus about what happened.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Everybody, alter ego, the other man that you had, that woman you got sitting up on the side. You probably got four
Uh-huh.
alter egos. I know I got two. One tell me to relax, and the other one be like ready to fight. I know I have one.
Exactly.
I got one. I ain't gonna lie. I got two. I got an alter ego, and I talk to her. I have to tell her sometimes to calm down because it ain't even that important,
I finally got
And
my alter ego tamed.
you did. You had to go to counseling. We
Had to
all
go to
have, what I'm
anger
saying?
management 5 times in counseling.
Yeah, it's just something that we have to learn. We got to understand
Yeah.
that we got to learn to let go of a lot of things, not just what people say about us, but just in general. If it's just not good for you and it's not serving you well, we have to learn to let go. And I'm working on that
Right.
now. Don't get me wrong. This is a great topic. That's something that we could probably talk about for about another hour, because there's so many things we need to learn to let go.
Yeah.
But it's hard too because we focus our life
Right.
around whatever that we letting go. Sometimes we don't even know we need to let it go. We just used to being it letting it be a part of your life, and you don't even realize it's even an issue.
And then
I
afterwards,
appreciate.
be like, that was stupid. That was just
Yeah,
I was
look,
doing
I ain't trying to be funny. I'm going to tell you a funny. I used to date this guy, and
Very.
when I went back to look at him
Every
again, I
time.
had to question what was I thinking? That was stupid.
What was I going
What
through?
was I going through? I was bugging.
What was I going through?
it wasn't it wasn't nothing good about the relationship,
at
but just the
all.
fact that you want to deal with the bad boys. You know what I'm saying? Then you think about like, what was I thinking? Why did I let him do that?
You was cute
Uh-huh.
For that long time, he was that cute to me
Yeah.
back then. Back then,
I let you do that willingly. I
Yeah.
participated. Me? Uh,
Girl.
oh, your palate is quite different.
right, right. Need the spray, baby. Need the spray. Gotta get the spray.
Yes, ma'am. You need that spray, baby. You need to get a spray bottle, just a spray cup
Right.
like her. I love that cup. I'm getting ready to get me another cup. I
Yeah, I
can't
love
wait.
that.
Girls, let's get up off of here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Thank
We will
you.
be working again.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing these faces with a couple of more people
Yeah.
soon to
Yeah.
come. I already told y'all, what's in the bag is growing. We're getting ready to do a lot of other things coming on. And if any one
Yes.
of you know anyone who wants to talk about what's in their bag, I see Ambi, she's coming on. You might want to talk about what's in your bag, girl, because I see your bag is full, boo. So let's go ahead on and get y'all on in here. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all.
You're
I
Yeah.
welcome.
appreciate y'all.
Thank
Let me
you,
see if
ladies,
I can
so
send
much
some
for
love.
joining us.
Yes, honey. Oh, wait a minute before
Yes.
we go. I did not tell y'all. This young lady right here, and I want to put up her. She's actually has her own business. Let me see if I can get that up. And this was your group. I'm sorry, that wasn't the business one. Where's the business one? Here it is. That's the business one. That's the business webpage. Can you tell them a little bit about what you do, T?
I keep it short, sweet, and cute.
Okay.
I have it's 716 printing, so I do banners and backdrops and stickers, labels, T-shirt printing, graphic designing. Yeah, that's some of that. So this
All
cup
that
I
good stuff.
made, yeah,
All that good stuff.
all that good
All that
stuff.
good stuff. Yes,
I got
ma'am.
some business for you.
Yes, ma'am. We got some business for you. And also tell them
Yeah.
about this group that you got going on.
Well, we just hit 50,000 members today, like literally today.
Ooh,
So we hit
congratulations.
50K. Thank you. It's one of the best craft groups. And I never say that it's my group, it's our group. I don't do it by myself. So I have a wonderful team of women literally on my side. I don't even say behind me,
Yes.
on my side. So we hit 50K members today, squad. And it is
Hey,
a craft group where
it's
we
gonna
teach
be
you how to,
51. Because I'm getting ready to join too. Because I love crafts.
period.
Yes, ma'am. I'm
Yeah.
coming. I'm coming. Ain't no problem. You know I'm
Come on,
coming.
girl. Come on.
I love it. Yup. So I just wanted to let y'all know we thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. God bless
Thank
y'all.
you.
All that good stuff. Let me see if
Yes.
I can find some love over here. There's a horn.
There we go.
Ladies, God bless you. God bless you. Let's go ahead and get on in this. Because guess what, Yvonne? It's almost time
What?
to go.
It's almost
Where
time to
you at? I
go.
can't find you.
It's almost time to go.
I don't
But hey,
see you.
look,
Wait a minute.
you
Where's
don't see
my?
me.
I lost you. Hold on.
I'm here.
I hear you now. Hi.
You hear me now? Okay. Hello. Hey guys,
Hello.
we
Go
saw so
ahead.
many new faces today. I
Yeah.
want to see you guys back next week with some more new
Yes.
faces. I really enjoyed this
Yes.
conversation today. Thank you guys
Yes. Thank
so
y'all
much for the love and
so
support.
much. God bless y'all. We know what? I'm so excited
Yes.
about this near future. Um, Look on there. Y'all see where you support. Come on and buy me a cup of
Yeah.
coffee. Come on and
Buy
check
us a
it
cup of
out.
coffee.
It's buy us a cup of coffee. Go to What's in the Bag, buy us a cup of coffee. And also we are
Yes.
still in What's in the Bag. We have What's in the Bag, our Facebook page. It's so funny.
Yes.
They will not let us live stream on our group page anymore. So we have to
Yeah.
literally share. But we still have the directory page. So if you want to come on and y'all want to go live and y'all be able to comment, you can actually come in and join the directory page. Now the directory page has the question mark. The regular page don't. It just is regular
Mhm.
What's in the Bag. So y'all can distinguish between them both. Also, you want to talk about the other ones, Yvonne? Because I'll let you have it. Go ahead and talk about YouTube.
So yeah, so we have YouTube, we have Instagram, we will be going on TikTok, but Instagram, Twitch, YouTube is What's in the Bag 21. The number 21. The numbers 21, should I say. No separation. No
Yes,
separation in that.
ma'am.
And on YouTube, you're able to go back and see all of our previous. You can see this episode from today, as well as previous episodes or segments.
Yes,
And
yes,
and then also, guys, if there's any topic that you guys want us to discuss or you want to be a part of the conversation, DM myself or Marvina. Just take and DM us and let us
yes.
know what you'd like for us to talk about, or if you want to come on the show, reach out to us and let us know that you want to come on the show and take and empty out your bag. We would love to have you. And there's no topic that we will not
We would
discuss.
talk about it, baby. Your
Yes.
bag full. We're going to talk about it, baby. We're
It's
going to
your
talk
bag.
about it. It's your bag. I don't care if you tells stories from cards, astrology. I don't care what you are. It doesn't
That's
matter
right.
what you got in your bag. I don't care if you from China, and we'll figure out a way to translate what you got to say, because everybody bag is full. We
We'll
giving
do it.
enough. Everybody.
That's
Everybody.
right.
There ain't nobody out here that ain't without a bad bag. Hey, sissy, look at this. You gonna wait till the last minute. Let me see what my sissy said. Love you, sissy. Let me see. You know I'm gonna read it. Love you, sissy. Have an amazing Saturday. Remember, healing begins with you and ends with you in relationship. If I ain't the problem, there is no solution. Keep the focus on you and not on others. Forgiveness and love are two key principles in relationships. You have to know how to have healthy relationships. Relationships are not one-sided, they are two-sided. God must be in
You
the
better come on
relationship.
now.
And come on now, preach to me. That's
Yes.
my
Yes.
sister. She always inspire us. That's the oldest. She's the oldest.
The
That's
elder.
my sister. Yeah, she's the oldest of our five. And we
Yeah.
all just been together. And I love the relationship since my mom has transitioned. The relationship with the siblings and the family, we've gotten a lot of closer. Still building. Everybody builds. We still have our issues, but we still building on that. We letting the foundation of my mom be the foundation of building our relationships with one another. That means we have to do what she does. That means showing love, compassion for one another, because that's who she was. And check it out. Y'all see my little necklace? Somebody very special gave me this necklace. I know y'all like, well, it's just a necklace. No, it's an urn.
It's not just a necklace.
It's an urn. And inside my urn, see, my mom didn't get cremated, but she had locks. So we were able to take the locks and cut. I got the locks. As y'all see, I don't have my locks. And I'll tell you the story behind my locks. But my mom lock is in this. And that's the way I can hold on to her. And the very special person that gave it to me knew and loved me so much that they gave me this beautiful necklace to keep my mama with me at all times. Y'all see my little, because I love my mama. I miss my mama. Y'all pray for my family. All of you out there, pray for my family. Our strength. This is
Yes.
really a hard time for us. But I love y'all so much, and I'm not gonna allow this, now the feeling that I have spill over to the way I feel about you. The
Mm.
Bible said, let the dead deal with the dead and the living deal with the living. I'm paraphrasing it, but that's how it goes. And I'm learning to live um, with her just in my spirit, not physically, but emotionally and mentally. I breathe her in every morning. I breathe her in when I go to bed. I breathe her in during the daytime. I breathe her, because I don't have anything to hold on to, but I have to breathe her in and let her, so I know she's always there. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for being part. Thank y'all for loving us. Hopefully see y'all next week on at 9 o'clock a.m.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. God bless you. Thank you so much. What you got to say, BFF, before we get up out of here?
Hey guys, you guys know my tagline. At the end of the day, every day that God allows us to see another day, it is a beautiful day. Start living life, start enjoying life, and as always, stay blessed, be a blessing, and have a blessed day. Love you guys.
Yep.